Hi everyone. Today we're gonna see how to install the DNS server. As we know, what is DNS server? Domain name service. So this is a basic concept. As we know, we have seen this everywhere. In simple terms, we can say that if in any organization or in any like public sector, for every person will have a unique name. As per a government, there will be a unique Aadhaar number. So that we called an IP. So it will have a 10-digit number, the Aadhaar. So once we check that Aadhaar number, we will get that name of the person. It will give the name of the person and whatever the address, where is he from, and whatever. These are the sub details. So that is the unique number. Like that, every server will have the unique IP. Every in public network, so every server will have the unique IP. With that, it will have a name. So once we give that name, it will show the what server IP. If you give the server IP, it will give the name. These we will call resolving this the name to IP to name. This conversion is called domain name service. Okay, we'll start the lab. So first, we're gonna use kernel virtual machine KVM. We're gonna use in that we're gonna use the CentOS. So here these are the steps. Within the 15 steps, we're gonna verify and we will implement this DNS server. Okay, we're gonna work it out. Right. What we're gonna do now? So first we will create the operating system. All right, I have the CentOS. Really, we want to give generic 2024. All right, forward next. We'll give just a 2 gig. Even I'm good with the okay, one CPU. We don't want to waste. Okay, right forward. Storage will fine. It's in a DNS server. DNS. Right. So we have the bridge network. So we want to configure that before finish. I'm gonna install this. So once we are installing, we want to assign the static IP. So for this, we're gonna give in my router. It's on a 192.168.0.1. That is that's my router, and these machines I gonna allocate. So this is in the internal. So I gonna allocate 192.168.0.5. Right. Let me show you English next. I want to allow. We're gonna set the users and we're gonna set okay, it's auto selection. We're gonna select this minor minimal installation. All right, and in network we want to configure this IP manually. So address I'm gonna set and subnet mask. So DNS, so this one gonna be DNS. However, I'm gonna enter forward lookup zone, add inside. In host name, we're gonna use DNS. We're gonna begin the installation. Yes, it will take some time. We almost done. And next, what we're gonna do after the installation. So we want to configure static IP, that which we already configured, I hope. After that, we're gonna install the bind package and we're gonna edit the etc named.config and we're gonna add the DNS server IP. So now we can see here 05. We're gonna involve in it and forward lookup and the recursion should be yes and it's gonna be no by default, and we want to enable it because then it can fetch to the internet. Right, then we're gonna be adding the zones for the labs. We're gonna give home labs.in. So this is our DNS name we're gonna give to our DNS server. All right, then it's gonna be default. So this is the reverse lookup type, and the configuration we're gonna add it to our name.config. And second, yes, it's in the first step, right? It's gonna be done. And fifth step, so only IPv4 we're gonna use. So we are not gonna be using IPv6. In that aspects, we're gonna include one command to add. That means it's gonna be functional only IPv4, right? Create directory and copy the files and permissions. All right, we're gonna copy from the bind directory and we're gonna create forward zone reverse zone files and we're gonna copy to the var/name directory and create forward zone. It will be very simple. In this we're gonna add our DNS record, suffix of root and DNS also, and we're gonna include our DNS server IP as well. And for reverse lookup and similar, we're gonna add that IP, the last host number. Okay, Next, we're gonna restart the DNS server services and we're gonna verify them by checking with those commands, right? We want to get this okay. At the end of the time, we're gonna check that too. And next, we're gonna configure this port 53 should be allowed through the firewall. So we want to add this in the firewall table as well. So next, after adding this, and we want to give the root permission for those files which are in the where directory. We're going to add our resolve.config. So our DNS records should be added in resolve config. So that is very crucial. And we're going to restart at the similar time. Restart the services. Next. And we will, or rather, instead of we adding this firewall, or we can disable, stop that and we can disable. And next we can test them. And at last, we're going to add the records. So we're gonna see the OpenShift installation on upcoming videos. So far we want to add those records and we will test it in the same session. All right, we will add and we will test whether it's gonna working or not. All right, we're gonna see. So let me check. Yes, it's completed. We're gonna reboot. So it got rebooted. Let me check. We can able to ping this. Ping our DNS server. Yes, it's reaching. Now we're gonna take SSH. We will give yes. Host name. Yes. We given the 0.5. Okay. Change host name. Just copy this. Yes, we already did. And static IP also. Yes, we have assigned. And we install DNS packages. Simple. So once you install and everything will be copy paste format. So this steps will available in internet also. You can select it. Yum install. Alright. Let it be update. Alright. It have completed. Next we will look on get slash ctc slash name dot conf. This is what I'm talking about, this file. So we can see everything is there, which is zone is not there. So we don't want this logging and we don't want this. The recursion is set already. Yes, so fine. So we want to add our DNS server and we want to add the zones. All right, we're going to do that. We're going to add file. Okay, next we will add the forward zone. Next, so next we want to add our zones. So we will add our zones, what we don't want. So here we add the zones. So that's it. So we'll give some gap here. Alright, we have added all the necessary data here. We'll save it. Alright, okay, next we're gonna add our IPv4. So next we're gonna add, so we're gonna enable the IPv4 only. Alright, so we're gonna copy this all. So where we are now, cd slash cities. Alright, next what we're gonna do, create directory and copy the files and permissions. Okay, we're gonna copy files in the where slash name, so which I already checked. Here we are. Okay, we're gonna do that. Copy. Okay, we have copy pasted. We see. Alright. Check, yes, forward zone is there. Reverse zone is there. Alright. Okay. Let me modify according to it. So now we're gonna touch the forward zone. So there the records will be there. So we want to adjust according to our necessary. Shift I and we're gonna copy all these stuffs, paste it here. Oh, something wrong. I had this really. What? Paste it. Yes, it's worked. So same file, and it's in the CNAME is homelabs.in. It's in the DNS record. For forward zone, reverse zone configs, copy, and we'll paste it here, and we will save them, and we can restart the services. Done. No errors. All right. So it's named right. All right. Yes, it's all zones are loaded and it started to communicating, and it's the services also running. So next, what we're gonna see, named check zone forward. All right, we're gonna check this. So what is next? Next, named check zone forward zone values. All right, we'll check whether it's loading or not. All right, that is okay. Next, we'll check reverse lookup. I hope it should be okay. Yeah, it's okay. And we will disable the firewall. Don't want any complicated things. We'll simply disable as it's in our home lab. Heading to the next, configuration permissions and ownerships. SE Linux. Already we disabled everything, so mostly we don't record this, but however we'll ensure it. Yeah, it's in a returned as root, but it's in a name user group. And what we're gonna see now, so at last we're gonna add this records. It should be done at initial time, but usually it's in a, I'm considering this is in a step-by-step process, so we will add this record now on the naming server as a file for its own. Alright, I'm done with it, and we will restart the server again, and here we have restarted, and we will start to test whether it could able to resolve. I hope it could. All right, yes, it could able to answer the query. So this DNS homelabs.in record against 192.168.0.5, right? It's on a good. Should resolve. Yes, the server. The name is this and this IP address is fine. So now the forward lookup zone is confirmed. It could be able to resolve. So let me check with the reverse lookup, and what we are getting here is, I hate really this, couldn't able to copy this NS lookup. Better I will type it. Say dot 0.5. So it's in a DNS dot home labs in. Right. Okay, that's good. Yes, we can type something. What is that? Saying nothing. Okay, fine. Now the DNS is up and running fine. And whatever expectation is here, we want to add the records and we want to confirm whether we can able to fetch or not. That's the main thing here. And considering it, and we have the several records that we're gonna see the servers we're gonna install on upcoming sessions. So we're gonna add them in that forward and reverse lookup zones. So first we're gonna use the bash on host 6 IP and master node it will be 7 and worker 8, and especially bootstrap it will be 9. So there is not some ultra things, but however we're using, and we're gonna use for temporary provisioning. All right, we go at the end of the file. We'll add it here. So records, this is the way we want to add. So for reverse lookup, we want to add this reverse lookup. All right, we're gonna save this. Hopefully we record to reload. So we'll check systemctl restart named service. Okay, we'll restart. Okay, we'll check now. Yes, we are getting because we didn't restart any services. We'll We have validated that this record is stored and it fetch it's mapped with 0.6, and we checked again, and we will check again with another one, which is that API hyphen int, which we recently have checked, right? Okay, dot OCP. Okay, let me check this. Similar, yeah, this both records are binder, right? Okay, we could able to fetch. Those servers are not present, but this is the way we could able to check and confirm the DNS server is reaching or not. Even okay, we will okay, we will what we're gonna do. Okay, we logged out the DNS server. Now who am I? It's on a host. I'm gonna check from host. Yes, this is my host machine. I gonna check from here, but we'll see whether it's gonna work or not. No, because we didn't added this DNS into my host machine, so it will be in a challenge. Alright guys, this is the way we want to add this records, and we want to install, and we want to modify. So that's it guys. So again we will see on the next installation session the bootstrap, which is very important in the OpenShift cluster. Alright, okay, please follow. Please do like, subscribe and comment with your requirements. Okay guys, see you in the next session.